Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Subaru Outback Touring in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, you have the boxer-style 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. This automatic transmission gets up to 182 horsepower, 176 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 2,700 pounds. Up front, LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Over to the side, you've got 17-inch alloy wheels. Then, side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. If you look at either one of these front handles, you'll find these double lines. We'll talk about those more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. Down below, on both your rear doors, you have your Outback badge. Then up top, we have black roof rack installed. On the back of the unit, on the right-hand side, you have your Outback badge. Left-hand side, you have your Subaru and the symmetrical all-wheel drive badges. Underneath of the rear logo is the backup camera. To open up your cargo space, reach underneath the logo and press the button, and it should automatically pop open for you. So inside, your second row seating has a 60-40 split on the left-hand side. This allows the two sides to function independently. If you want to lay down either side, we do have little switches that are available to lay them down further. We'll take more of a look at this when we get up front. Now, on the left-hand side, we have the Subaru carpeted mats. The original ones, they're still in terrific condition. Across the dedicated floor space, you have this Outback branded rubber mat cargo liner. This guy's got two jobs. First off, helps to protect your space from damage by the cargo by having this nice thick rubber lining that will definitely help to provide some extra padding, as well as all of this texturing, which helps to reduce the amount of movement of items in the back here. On either side, you will find these extra deep little storage caravats, and on the right, you even have that little bit of a mesh panel to help keep things secure. And you also have extra little hooks you can use to hang up any additional items as well. If you're looking for your tire kit, you can look down underneath of this mat. You'll find this little handle. Simply push in and lift upwards, and then everything you need will be located underneath. To close up your space back here, you can reach up to the handle on the right-hand side or press the electronic button on the left. You can choose to close it, or you can close it and lock it all at once. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. Inside, your interior upholstery is the dual tone of the gray and black cloth. You have some light gray stitching here as well, and the gray in the middle panels is textured. In between the two sides, there is this folding down armrest / cup holder. You can easily pop this guy upwards if you're looking to increase seating capacity. On the back of your front passenger and front driver's seats, you've got pouch storages. Back of the console, you have a cubby space and charger ports down below. And currently, we have the Subaru rubber mats installed. In the door, you have your storage spaces and the power window control. Now, back to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, it means you can tap your hand on or in the handle to lock and unlock the vehicle. Inside the door, you've got power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Up front, you have electronically adjustable seats, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Then, hood release latches on the bottom left-hand corner right here. Top of that, you have the controls for your power door, either to release it or to turn that power on and off. In between those two is your dash brightness. Up top, you've got your trip reset controls. Then, taking a closer look at the steering wheel. First off, up top you have paddle shifters. The steering wheel itself is black leather with black stitching. Left side, you have controls for your radio, volume, and hands-free communication. Down below is the controls for your information system itself. Then on the right is everything for the adaptive cruise control. Now, in the middle here is your nice big infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, you are looking at the home screen where you have access to basically all of your information. So right now, you have up top this display. You've got a few different things you can have showed. So you've got things like your calendar, you have your acceleration percentage, you have this little blank space, and then you have your X mode display. Up top, of course, you have your clock. You have your outside temperature displayed there as well. Then for the main things in the middle of the screen, you have radio, media, phone, app, car info, My Subaru settings, and you can add some shortcuts too. If you swipe over if you can. Then you have access to your FM, recent calls, travel link prices, and car settings. So car settings can actually be accessed by going into general settings. Inside here, you'll see up top that you have different displays. So the one all the way at the far right is the car. So if you want to access that quickly, you can just go to the car settings itself quickly instead of going through the settings route, which is slightly longer. For the car settings, you can see we have everything from assisting, you have defoggers, welcome lighting, rear gate access, you have your X mode, warning volumes, etc. Then radio, this is your AM, FM, and satellite radio. Phone information is things like managing your devices, messages, device names, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Then you can go over, you've got more info here, so you have your sound, so of course this is things like notification volume, beep sounds, customizing the balances, then ringtone volumes, etc. And all the way at the left is your general settings. So at the bottom of this is a whole lot of info, things like your Starlight autocorrect, birthday lists, anniversary lists, home screen, you've got climate control, reminders, Wi-Fi display, clock, etc. Then back to the home screen, you have your apps. So this is where you have quick access to things like the Starlight, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Travel Link, and the My Subaru. Of course, the My Subaru is in the bottom corner itself here too. All of your radio listening is basically listed up top, so as you may have already gotten, you have access to AM, FM, and satellite radio. You can see it listed up top there. Then you have your media, so this would be connecting a phone via Bluetooth, USB, or iPod, iPhone, which is other things like your aux connector. Phone is more for hands-free communication than anything else, which again, if you connect a device via Bluetooth, that will give you access to that feature. Then, underneath all of those different adjustments, you have your climate display. So you can tap on here, you'll see it pop up. You have things like your fan speed down below here. You also have all of your modes. You have your max AC, recirculating of air. And then on either side, you'll also find adjustments for your seats. So we have 3 levels of heated seats for both driver as well here for your front passenger. And you can use this dial control to control your temperature. If you don't want to use the dial, there are also buttons here on either side. On the left, you have your defrost for your front windshield. On the right, you have it for your rear. On top of that is your tune scroll for the radio. Back on top on the left is your volume control, 4 ways all the way at the very top left corner. Push start ignition is right next to your steering column. Underneath, you have your charger ports you can see down in there, and just a general little storage port as well. Then you have your parking brake. You've got the gear shift. In behind is your cup holder spaces and then console. So this guy has 2 buttons. If you press the one on the left, or on the right rather, it will give you into your deeper space. There's an additional charger that is in here. It's just a little hard to get the angle on that. And if you press on the left button, it will give you the more shallow tray that is up top. On the right hand side here, you've got this little storage cubby on the passenger side of the dash. Underneath is your glove box. Up overhead on the rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. These guys are garage door openers. Then you have your sunglasses compartment. You have SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls for the moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour of this Subaru Outback Touring in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.